He's like, yeah, but see, now I got to manage you. And I don't want to do that. All I want to do is travel, make my videos, do what I got to do, sell my books, do what I do. And, I'm single. I don't have any children. I don't have any property. They're going to get it anyway.
Not all of it. They don't have to get all of it,
Hey,
but
he didn't
okay.
want to deal with it. Not my business and no judgment for me. I just, I'm like, okay, hey,
But
I'm doing,
you're doing your job by telling him
that's
about
it.
the strategy, and if
That's
he
it.
doesn't want to take advantage of it, then keep it
Not my
moving, I
business.
guess.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, there's others that have done the S-Corp thing, and and ADP is easy. QuickBooks is easy.
So
Actually, ADP
easy.
has a new like spin-off type thing now called Roll, like payroll, but just
Okay.
Roll. It's an app. It's like watered down ADP, but it's for one person shop, two people shop, like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. I
Um,
mean, I use ADP. I want to say it's like 90 something a week or whatever, but
it's
I mean, they take all the federal and state tax
mhm,
and send it to where it goes.
yep,
We had a garnishment situation. I go ahead and set it up. They
yep,
take it and send it where it
yep,
goes. And
yep,
then I don't get in any trouble. Not only that, they're able to, by the hour, also provide workers' compensation
yep.
insurance so that I don't overpay all year and have to
Right,
wait 6 months for the refund,
right.
after my insurance year is over.
Mhm. And they file your payroll tax returns for you as well.
Right, right.
So
It's
there's
amazing.
nothing, there's nothing, you don't have to do anything. It's more or less set it and forget it. And this is not an endorsement of ADP, y'all.
Yeah,
At
no, we don't
all.
work for ADP.
We
I don't
don't
get any
work for
money.
anybody. They're not
Actually,
paying us nothing.
I think I do, like, if I think I have a referral code or something, which I have no
Hmm.
idea what it is. Like, they do have programs like
They
that.
do.
I just never have like really gotten into it
Right.
because I got other things going on. But
Absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah.
no,
So
but
I mean, so do I. Yeah.
tell them why it makes sense to turn your sole proprietorship into an S corp though,
Okay.
just for the
Sure.
folks that don't understand.
Absolutely. So, sole proprietorship or single member LLC or a partnership LLC, all of the pass through income, the profit that you make in your business is passed through to you as the owner. That profit is subject to self employment tax, which is 15.3%, along with the income tax, which is the tax
Right.
bracket tax, 10%, 12%, up to 34, 38%. All right. So if you profit in your LLC $10,000 a year, that's 15.3% self employment tax plus 10% income tax that you must pay.
Right.
Okay. $10,000. Cool. But suppose you profit $500,000 or $1,000,000. That's 15.3% self-employment tax that you got to pay, plus 34, 38%. So now you're well over 50% or getting close to 50% in tax that you must pay on your profit that you worked hard for.
Hey,
So if you take your LLC and you elect to be taxed as an S corporation, the same thing, it works the same way. It behaves the same. Nothing in your business changes. You don't have to change your accounting method. You don't have to do, nothing different. You keep going with your business as you've been doing. Business as usual. The difference is at the end of your tax year, the profit that you make could be $10,000, is not subject to the self-employment tax and it's taxed at 21% at the corporate rate. The same
right.
holds true if you profit. This is after expenses, you profit $500,000, right? 21% across the board.
21%, not 50 some percent.
But you
You
do
have
have
to
to
be,
run payroll.
and that means basically that you're paying yourself a salary.
You pay,
Like if
you
it's
are the
just you,
owner
it used to
and
just roll
employee.
through to you. Now you have to, whatever, pay yourself a salary every 2 weeks or whatever, a month, whatever you decide. And then, right, what's left is the profit.
Yep. And even then, and I try to tell my friend this, bless his heart, I'm like, you don't even have to run payroll every month or every week or the 15th and the 1st or the 30th. You can run payroll once a year if you
Anytime.
want.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. I never
You can,
even
all you got to do
thought of
is
that.
run payroll. You don't have to be consistent. And then, there's this thing about reasonable salary. Well, if you profit $10,000, no, there's nobody's reasonable salary is $10,000.
Right.
So the
That's right.
government is not going to mess with you yet. They'll
No.
give you some time to work it out. Once you start profiting $50,000, $60,000, they'll say, hey, you can put that in payroll. So
Right.
then you say, okay, I can pay myself $40,000. And then of course the rest rolls over to you. You pay the 21% on your personal tax return, whatever. Oh,
Or like,
speaking
but
of
if
which,
you're a social media influencer though, go on a trip, like go on one more trip and spend that $10,000 instead of getting, I mean, go have an experience. I don't know. I can't imagine what I would do if I was a social media influencer. I'd be everywhere.
what
I wouldn't live anywhere. I would live everywhere.
I would live everywhere, and he pretty much lives everywhere. So, eh, so yeah. But the as a sole proprietor or single member LLC, your business form is filed with your personal tax return. A partnership LLC, an S corporation, C corporation is a totally different tax return, but all the profit is passed through to you. Um,
This has ordinary income, just like if you worked a
yes,
W-2 job.
yes. Now, yeah, so yeah, a word about that nominated salary or reasonable salary. Okay. What
That's
that
tough.
means is where you live, what would you be getting paid if you were doing the same job in the area that you live? Okay, so break that down a little bit. A manager at McDonald's in New York City makes something very different than a manager at McDonald's in Reidsville, North Carolina, where I'm from. So you have to pay yourself a reasonable salary
For
because
where you live.
or where you live. Now, if that, but I'm the CEO. No CEO makes $40,000. Got it. But don't play with the IRS. Okay. Got it.
Oh,
Don't
don't
play.
do it.
Just run your payroll, do it once a year. Look, and of course, there's a lot of stuff that's like really general. There's a lot of like layers to that. There's a lot of layers to that, which, that's
Yeah.
why tax strategy is very important for business owners, real estate investors, um, real estate investors, definitely, business owners, entrepreneurs. It's very important. Doesn't matter if you work for yourself or if you've got a staff of 20. It's very important to have tax strategy. Very
And
important.
that's a big mistake I think that people make too.
Mhm.
If they don't know better, they don't go get a CPA. They don't go get a
Exactly.
tax strategist. They're like,
Right.
oh no, I can handle it, save myself a little bit of money. Spend the extra $1,000 to have a professional guiding you and do your
Yep.
taxes.
And I can save you thousands and thousands and
Exactly. It's an
thousands.
investment. There's
It
certain
is.
things that you shouldn't bother trying to do by yourself.
Right.
It's an investment.
Exactly. I don't try to cut my own hair.
Correct.
I just
Exactly.
don't
Right.
know. So
Because you don't want to go around looking crazy. The
I
same way
don't.
you
And
would
I've,
look crazy if you had to pay the IRS a lot more
right.
than you could have gotten away with.
Exactly. So, and again, for entrepreneurs, which is why I love to work with entrepreneurs, because since we're talking about it, the government favors entrepreneurs. Well,
Okay.
why? Why, Vaughn? Or business owners. The government favors business owners because we provide jobs. So then the government doesn't have to take care of the people. We give you a job, you can take care of yourself.
Right.
Real estate investors provide housing. So the government
Yes.
does not have to provide housing for you. So there are
Yes.
tax breaks out the wazoo for real estate investors.
Depreciation.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh,
depreciation.
appreciation. There's just so again, that's why. So and here's another one. If you're a business owner, entrepreneur, if you use a thing, and I'm paraphrasing, the tax law says if you use a thing, invest in a thing, buy a thing, um, in the pursuit of income, in your business, then you can deduct it. There's about 375, 400 or so different deductions that we can take. Take all of them as long as it is reasonable, ordinary, and necessary for your business, right?
Absolutely.
Yep.
So
Would you
what
like an
is
example?
yeah. Give us the examples.
All right. I am a tax accountant here in New York City, in the city, not the outskirts.